So we're now going to look at subtraction. So just like with addition, I'm going to start by doing a calculation entirely in base 10. Okay, just to remind ourselves how we lay out our subtraction and sort of the understanding behind what we're doing. So usually you would start by going to the ones and trying to do 4 subtract 6 in this case. However, we avoid negatives with this. So what we now need to do is go one place value to the left, okay, which is the tens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that 9, okay, and I am going to take one of those tens. So we've got 8 tens left over, okay, and then I exchange that 10 for 10 ones. Okay, so what you might write is a 1 there to indicate we've now got 14 ones. So we're going to do 14, subtract 6, which does work, so that gives us 8. Okay, and then we can move on to the next place value. We've got 8 tens, subtract 5 tens, which gives me 3 tens, which is the final answer in this case. Okay, so we're going to try and apply the same logic, but this time in base 7. So we do 6, 2, base 7, subtract 4, 3, base 7. Okay, so if we start with the 1s, 2, subtract 3, okay, that's not going to work. So I need to go to the 7s column. Okay, and I'm going to take one of these 7s, so we've now only got 5 of them left over. And I'm going to exchange it for 7 ones. Now, you could potentially write a 1 here to indicate you taking over that 7 ones. However, that doesn't mean we've got 12 ones now. Okay, that would mean you've got 1 7 plus another 2 ones. So what I prefer to do, instead of writing a 1 there to represent the 1 7, I like to write a 7 and then just put a plus here. Okay, just to indicate we have 7 ones plus 2 ones, and then we're going to subtract away 3 ones. Okay, so essentially at the top now we have 9 ones, we subtract 3 ones, we get 6 ones. And 6 is a number that is smaller than 7, so it's a valid digit. Okay, and now we're going to move into the 7s column, and we're going to do 5 7s, subtract 4 7s, so we'd have 1 7. So the final answer would be 1 6 base 7. Okay, next question. Okay, so 3-digit numbers now. So we're going to do 4 0 4, subtract 3 2 3, and base 5. Okay, so we'll start with the 1s. 4 subtract 3, that gives me 1 1, which is fine. Then we're moving to the 5s. We got 0 5, subtract 2 5s. Okay, that's not going to work. So we're going to move into the 25s, and we're going to take one of these 25s. Again, we're going to exchange it for 5 5s. So I'm going to write a 5 plus the 0, okay, to indicate we got 5 5s plus 0 5s, and then we're going to subtract 2 5s. So that leaves me with 3 5s. Then we move into the 25s. We got 3 25s, subtract 3 25s, which gives me 0 25s. Okay, so then we're done. The final answer is 3 1 base 5.